The Nashville Predators have taken a 2-1 lead over the Dallas Stars after defeating Dallas 3-2 last night in Game 3 from Dallas. Nashville goalie Pekka Rinne was the backbone of the Predators last night with 40 saves, including 7 while the team was down 2 men on a penalty kill that lasted 2.5 minutes. Here's Predators defenseman PK Subban discussing Rinne's impact after the game.
There's no question in our room that he's one of our most important players, if not the most important, and he showed that again tonight. But Pex, did what he's supposed to do, and he stopped the puck and he made big saves.
The Stars will look to even the series in Game 4, but have questions around whether or not goalie Ben Bishop will get the start in net. He struggled in the series while giving up 7 goals in all 3 starts this series after leading the league in goals against average. If Bishop doesn't start, Anton Hudobin would replace him in net. The teams will face off tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The game can be seen on USA. This is Mike Williams reporting. Some might consider Avon's 38-0 win over Brownsburg in the semi-state run of the playoffs to be an upset. But for Avon, the work really started in the summer, and it began with the seniors.
I think the brotherhood, especially the seniors, a tight-knit group, but it reminds me a lot of the 15 team, as well as last year's team, where they want to welcome everybody.
The team is led by senior running back and Indiana Hoosier recruit Samson James, but for James, he's really inspired by his offense.
It actually makes you want to run harder. Guys are putting their bodies on the line and doing everything they can to block for you, so it makes you want to go even harder for them.
And the offensive line is also competent in themselves and Samson James.
Best offensive line we've ever had, best running back we've ever had. It's just filling those young guys in there and getting them in there and giving them some experience.
It also helps when you have a defensive core that has been playing together for several years and have a chance to grow together.
Almost the entire linebacker core, some of the D-line, they've been playing since sophomore year. We know what it's like to be in a game. We know some of the hardships that you're going to go through. And I think that brings us closer together as a team because we've been playing together in the high school level for a few years now.
Out right now, and I think Samson would agree, it all starts up front. So I'll talk about the offensive line first. DJ Bowles, Addison Batten, both will be 4-year starters for us. I don't think I've ever said that. Maybe when I coached 1A football way back in the day. But just very, very pleased with those guys. They're kind of like player coaches now. It seems like they're part of the coaching staff. Luke Martindale's a 3-year starter. So, you throw those 3 in, and we've got a couple other guys, getting some time in there we really like. But of course, with Samson in the backfield, it gives us a lot of confidence in our run game.
With catches like this in the preseason, it's no wonder Avon's confident about winning a state title.
Our defense, I think this is the best defense we've ever had. So, that helps a lot. And then our offensive line, best offensive line we've ever had, best running back we've ever had. It's just filling those young guys in there and, getting them in there and giving them some experience.
Randy Johnson, Roger Maris, Bob Uecker, and Larry Walker are just some of the legendary names in baseball who have donned the Indianapolis Indians uniform in the team's storied existence. The second oldest American minor league ball club will begin its 117th season next week with road trips to both Columbus and Toledo in search of just their 15th league title. Manager Brian Esposito returns for his second season as manager of the club and will look to improve on last year's 73-67 record. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the Pirates' #2 prospect, will make a jump to AAA at third base this year. Last year, he played 116 games at AA. This year's roster includes 11 players with experience on a 40-man MLB roster, including second baseman Nick Franklin, who is working to make it 7 years in a row with an appearance in a Major League Baseball roster this year for the Pirates. The Indians will hold their home opener on April 11th when they host Charlotte. This is Mike Williams reporting.
My name is Caitlin, and I'm a world champion jump roper. I stopped jump roping competitively at age 18, but I still jump rope leisurely in the summertime. It keeps me in shape, and it's a good outlet for my creativity. When I jump rope, there are 2 types of ropes I use. When I jump speed, I'll use a thin rope that's usually plastic or wire. When I'm outside, it has to be plastic because the wire ones will fray and break. When I jump freestyle, usually I use beaded ropes. They're a little bit heavier, and it's easier for people who watch to see the tricks. In single rope speed, you jump alternating feet, and the rope has to go under each foot individually. The timings can be 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 3 minutes, and whoever has the most runs. In triple unders, you jump once and the rope needs to go under your feet 3 times before you land. You do this consecutively, which means it goes until you miss. You would think all the welts I leave on my legs would be motivation to stop missing, but somehow I managed to keep messing up. In single rope freestyle, you get a 30 by 30 square in 1 minute and 15 seconds to show off all your best tricks. There are 10 judges, 1 is a head judge, and all the rest are split among content and presentation.